Good morning. So I've woken up this morning, and I'm hearing a lot of nonsense from Peter Navarro again. And I've come to set the record straight about his profiteering allegations against Indian people and against the Brahmin people of India. Again, Peter, you have to understand the profiteering is happening on a world scale. And there's a lot of American people who are suffering in America. And I've seen it with my own eyes in New York and then what's going on across the world and other parts of the country, in England and in India and in so many other places in Europe, because there are too many people in the West and across the world who are profiteering from the failure of its own democratic system. You have to improve the democratic rights of the people. And to do that, you have to stop profiteering. Can you tell me, Peter, as to why there is a space program going on to take the world and take America to Mars? Why waste that much money on breaking up this world, destroying the natural habitat and resources and the economic structure of the nations, the political landscape of the world, to take us to Mars? You're going to mess it up there as well. I mean, the amount of money that's been spent on making robots, for example, and this dream to go leave this planet is a total sense of nonsense. You have to understand people, and when you have to understand people, you have to work with people from all backgrounds. All all of us, we are part of this human community, and we have to live it to win it together, or we'll lose it altogether. So, Peter, can you please look into how the American democratic state of affairs is breaking apart? You've got to sort this out, Peter, in your own country. There's a lot of people out there who have lost hope in the American government and in you. It doesn't matter whether it's Republican or Democrat, or whether you're a Congress member, or whether you're from the BJP or from the Labour Party or from the Conservative Party. But it's getting a bit complicated with these new minds coming up who think that they can solve the world's problems by attacking each other. You have to learn to collaborate and understand what are the problems at hand, how can we solve it. You have not at all attempted to solve any of these problems. America's point of view has to change towards how it visualizes its position in the world. And you cannot have a unipolar world. It will not work. You cannot take control of the whole world as America wants to do. No country has the right to rule the world. Whether it's India, Britain, America, Europe, they cannot rule the world. There's no such thing as a monopolization of the world. But the free markets have to live and exist. And in the free markets, we have to encourage nations and people and businesses to thrive. I never knew you'd be a communist after all these years, Peter. You're anti democratic, anti free markets, anti business, and you talk about profiteering when it's a lot of the people across the world who are trying to take this country, your country, into Mars, a one-way ticket to Mars, making robots to take away the labor market. What are you doing, Peter? Sort yourself out. And when you talk about the American politics, talk about its position in the world and how well it can do if it stops burning the money and putting it back to the people, allowing businesses to thrive and a free market economy to live and survive across the world. Now, not all nations would want to take that, I understand. Let them have their own economic affairs and matters, as long as they don't interfere with the democratic process of other countries, it's fine. But every nation has a right to exist and coexist, whether it is part of the democratic system or not. But the flaw we are making in the West is that our nations are not as democratic as they should be. There's no democratic liberty, equality, or freedom that really exists in our world anymore. So someone is profiteering from that. Somebody is profiting, some organization or some people across the West, across the world are profiteering from the pain and hardship of the people across the world. It doesn't matter whether you are a Sudra or a Brahmin. It doesn't matter whether you are royalty or from the working class, or whether you're an untouchable, or whether you are a pariah of the state. You are all people, human beings. And this classification of people under socioeconomic, under class, under caste, under royalty, under working class, under the untouchables is wrong, Peter. Now, we can't change the world overnight. Some structures may exist and continue to exist, but it's that collaboration that we're looking at and the understanding of humanity that we're looking at that has to survive. I mean, it's atrocious how you are vilifying some people across the world, some nation across the world, but you don't like their economic structure, you don't like their politics. But America has to understand that it is not the police state of its own nation or of the world. Of course, it's very important to bring and facilitate stability in your country, as it is for any other country. But do so with dignity and respect the American people. Don't try to think that there are people who have no intelligence and that you have somehow mushroomed a brain of intelligence that you are talking, giving you a lot of intellect about politics. You don't understand politics, Peter. You don't understand it. It's not a trivial thing to talk about. It's not a trivial thing to mess around with. But you are messing around with a lot of issues that you don't understand. It's not being productive, collaborative, or constructive or solution based. That's the problem. You're stirring up, backchatting and stirring up on news channels, which you don't understand what is you're saying. So cut down on the Russian vodka. Wake up from the right side of bed and talk sense. I don't like to be woken up at 3:45 in the morning to read this nonsense that you're stirring up in the news. Sort yourself out, Peter. Have a rest. Take a break and get off that vodka. I hope I don't have to keep speaking to you about this again, but this is totally a sense of nonsense that we're hearing. Look at the state of affairs of where we are and sort out issues in your own country that you have broken bit by bit and taken away the democratic rule and the democratic process within your own country. In America, it's suffering. It's suffering. And I don't think MAGA is going to help very much because it doesn't help all the American people. Make America great again has to come from the grassroots, not from the political top. You have to believe in the American people, all Americans. It's not about race, it's not about socioeconomic background, it's about citizenship. It's about the right to achieve and to feel free and to be able to do responsibly the work that you need to do to make a country great. What you're offering is peanuts to the American people and to the world. So sort this out, Peter. Get yourself off the vodka and talk sense. Fox News doesn't have to listen to all this rubbish that you're stirring up. They just don't have to listen to it. You're talking nonsense.